Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the Podocasts. Thank you. The Podocast is your home for rational crypto news and observation. Is that what I don't even remember the words right now, Belle. I'm so out of my mind. And objectivity. Leaving emotion at the door. Talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor and the official voice of the cosmos. Thank you. Who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me as always is the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the mighty Belle. How are you doing tonight, Belle?
You know what? I wish the sun would come back out. It's making me a little cranky. How about you, Scott?
Everything is making me cranky right now. I don't think I've ever been like this emotionally on edge. And it's hard to focus my thoughts right now. So it's going to be a weird stream, just letting you guys know. I don't know if anybody's watching or not, but it's going to be kind of a weird stream. So yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with me. All right. I'm approaching day 5 of a fast. I haven't had any calories in me at all. I've had water. I've had Mio, and the effects. I'm not going to lie, guys. I like to think that I'm a disciplined person, man, but this is really starting to get to me a little bit. It's not brain fog, just, I don't know, distracted. I've never been this aware of my physical self before. Until this moment, and apparently that's what happens after a really, really long no calorie fast. And I saw somebody over on Twitter is pushing me to do a 24-hour dry fast. Belle, you know what that is?
Yes, I am very well aware of what that is, and no.
Well, now I'm kind of intrigued. I'm like,
No.
all right, this fucking guy can do
No.
it. I think I can do it. I'm
No.
disciplined. It's no food, no water, no anything. You merely exist for 24 hours. And
The medic says no, and the medic will also get her boss to get onto you this weekend if you even talk about it. So,
I ain't afraid of any of those fucking guys. None of them. All right. Because sadly, I'm the fittest. That's it. This is as the medical team. I'm the thinnest one on that security team. So yeah,
You're not.
Well, you are, Belle, but come on, you look. You're 130 pounds you ain't stopping shit. All right. If it really comes down to a security issue, Belle, you ain't stopping shit. All right. You're 130 pounds.
I have a fetch though.
Okay.
I have a fetch, and yeah, he's actually in shape now. So
I'm just saying, Belle, you ain't doing shit on that. All right. You're 130 pounds of nothing. I crap bigger than you. So
there's more that I can do about that than you think I can. So don't push it.
Are you challenging me to a fist fight? Is that what you're doing?
Nope.
Because we'll do it. I ain't gonna feel good about it, but you did kind of initiate it. So
nope,
there we are.
I'm saying that okay, you can fuck around, but you're gonna find out.
Not too worried. I just saying that I'm not too worried. I'm sure that'll work on people that have no martial experience whatsoever. But people who do, you're 130 pounds. All right. There's a reason that there's a weight class in combat sports.
I didn't say I was going to do shit. I said I have people.
Why do you do that? Why are you doing that right now? I'm very aware of everything. So I, Belle, am very aware of everything. I'm kind of in a weird place right now. I'm hungry. I am so hungry. Anybody who has any questions or curiosity about somebody who's actually going through a fast right now and is actually approaching day 5, please get them in. We'll talk about crypto, even though right now I don't give a fuck about crypto. It means absolutely nothing to me at this moment. And if nothing else, this has been pretty good for me to prioritize what really matters in my life on an awful lot of this. And apparently right now, when you have no calories, crypto, man, goes way to the bottom of the give a shit list, and I'm finally aware of that. So I know a lot of people go out and they're always, well, you got to get away, you got to touch grass. I have a better solution. All right, fast. fast. Spend 5 days not eating anything. And trust me, man, crypto ain't going to bother you. And there was actually some news. Now, I don't think it's going to really matter. Personally, I think it's the beginning of the end of any of the decentralized payment rails. With the Genius Act that actually made it through the Senate. Well, that's they're going to set up regulation and so forth around stable coins. And that being the case, then there's always the possibility that these things are going to be integrated into payment platforms so that people can actually use stable coins to pay for goods and services. But the DeFi world is kind of celebrating this. I see it as the end of the DeFi payment rail right there. It's like the end of it, because you don't think Microsoft could stand one up. You don't think Facebook could stand up a rail. You don't think all of these monstrous tech companies can do in a month what it takes us 2 years to do. They have all the resources in the world, all the resources in the world.
PayPal already has.
Yeah, and there's and PayPal already has.
Same with Venmo.
It's always been holding back around stablecoins though, because people are not going to trade crypto. Let me stop. Yeah, right here. If we took it back to the very ethos of blockchain, then sure, that's what they're for. That's what cryptocurrencies are for, is to be used to exchange for goods and services. But we screwed that all the way up. We screwed that all the way up and then all the way back into the ground. And people generally are not using crypto to pay for goods and services, even if they've had the ability to. The Spend app, that's AMP, has been out for years. It's been out since like 2020, 2021. People could spend effectively any crypto, and the rail is simply not getting used. Or if it is getting used, they're not telling us about it because Flex has never actually released any user numbers. I think that's a real good way of justifying your app, is users, retention, and product market fit. That's a real good way to justify the purpose of your app. But for some reason, we've never gotten those numbers out of Flexa. So to me, I'm going to assume the worst and say, well, nobody's really using it. We did it a couple of times. Belle was there. We went into Dunkin' Donuts and I bought an orange juice back when I could drink orange juice. And I paid for it with Bitcoin because it was easy. It was a simple transaction. The app works. It does exactly what they said it was supposed to do. But merchants are not widely adopting it. The big one right now is Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake came out and said, sure, we'll accept Bitcoin on the Lightning Network. And so that was supposed to be like the big exciting thing. But I don't see people using Bitcoin to buy burgers. I mean, they'll do it as a here, Belle, hold my beer, watch this kind of thing. They'll do it, but that's not going to become a regular use for anybody else. For us, regular yield farmers, people like us, that would be a monstrous use of that stuff, because you could actually take your yield, instead of reinvesting it or compounding it like most people do, you could actually convert that into USDC, get it over onto the existing rails, and spend it. You're actually generating action on this stuff. A currency is becoming a currency. It would be pretty damn weird. So it seems like that's possible, but I really, really cannot celebrate that, Belle. And I'll be the unusual person here. I'm fine. We're usually the black sheep in all this anyway. But yeah, I don't see this as the great thing that everybody else seems to think it is, because big tech is just gonna swoop all over this now. They got regulation, they have resources up the ass. Nobody in blockchain, nobody in the Web3 space can match the resources of Microsoft or Amazon or even Facebook. Nobody can touch those resources, man. Those guys got money for days. So
and on top of that, you're fighting against the diamond hands and hold fast people who aren't going to be willing to liquidate their dividends for USDC to be able to use it.
No, and that's really it's really a shame. Again, guys, I wish I was sharper tonight. I apologize. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm doing my very, very best to try to find something that's interesting to talk about. And I'll flat out tell you right now, Belle, I'm struggling. All right, I'm struggling with this one. But I'm gonna break the fast tomorrow. I think 5 days. I made my point. I said I could make it to day 5. I think I'll make it to day. You notice I'm not drinking, so I'm not nearly as interesting as I usually am, because there's sugar and stuff like that in booze. So I've also been on a booze detox for the last few days, and yeah, I mean it's weird.
I'm going to point out that the kind of booze you drink is actually a lot lower in carbs than pretty much everything else out there.
Just regular bourbon doesn't hurt, huh? It's not a good thing, but sure.
I mean, it'll have an impact, but I mean, not a huge one.
Oh, right now I think it would blow me apart if I have nothing on my stomach. You know, you're
Well,
supposed to. You're,
with you not having anything on your stomach, yeah, you'd be on. It would be one potato, two potato, three potato Scott floor.
Scott falling off the floor. But you know what? For what that's worth, I'm on the wrong frame. For what that's worth, man, that might actually be a funny thing. Just get hammered right here on camera, fall over, see what I talk about. I think that might actually be an interesting thing, Bell. I think we should maybe put some consideration into this. And I'm noticing now on this frame that I'm using that we don't have any signage over there to the left. It shows up real good here. The signage shows up real good here, but it doesn't show up over here now. So I think we either got to move signs or buy new ones, buy additional signs. We can go either way there, Bell.
Or I need to have my happy self in studio a lot more often.
So it changes up the frames. Yes, it certainly does. So let's see. I think we've gone, 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm already talked out. This is amazing.
We've gone 13 minutes,
okay.
Scott.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Are there any viewers? I mean, Jesus, we are a dead channel.
We've got 14 on YouTube and 24 on X.
Okay.
So,
has anybody asked any questions or concerns?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
G Torres asking, G Torres, Scott, did you ever stop feeling hungry?
Day 2 and day 3 were not awful. Let me I'm going to take the camera here, Bill. Day 1, yeah, I was hungry. Day 2, I was kind of amazed that I made it 24 hours without eating food. And I don't know how quickly you go into ketosis. I don't know, Belle. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody out there knows, but I'm not sure how quickly you go into ketosis. But from 24 hours to 48 hours, it wasn't bothering me that much. You know, I was drinking a lot of water, man. I mean, I'm just pounding water. So day 2 didn't really bother me. Day 3, I started missing chewing. Believe it or not the food, just the act, just masticating. I started to miss that. And because I set the parameters for this fast, not 0 calories, I said nothing but water. So because of that, I couldn't chew sugar-free, 0 carb, peppermints or stuff like that, which I like so much. So I actually missed that. I missed the masticating. I missed just the process of eating food, the habit of eating food. I started to miss all of that. But I noticed that in the morning, which I typically don't eat breakfast early. I mean, I'm up about 4 o'clock. I'm a crypto guy, man. You got to get up, check the charts, make your moves, put in your positions and all that. So I'm up about 4, but even when I'm up, man, if I have breakfast, it's not till 8 or 9 in the morning. So I've already been up 5 hours before I eat. So due to that habit, I'm not hungry in the morning. But yeah, when it got to be breakfast time from about 9 to 5 or 6 or 7, where it is right now. Yeah, I really miss food, man. I miss food. I miss the process of a meal. There's something spiritual about eating as well. So I really, really miss that. And then, I don't eat late. So come 7, 8 o'clock, I'm over it. I'm not hungry anymore. I'm just, tired and ready for getting tired and getting ready for bed. So I don't really miss it. But during your normal eating hours, day 3 and today was brutal. I almost quit. I almost threw it in. I was like, why am I doing this? That was the whole thing. Now I know why I'm doing this. I'm very, very clear on why I'm doing this. Right now, it's whatever I needed to do for my blood sugar thing. I already did it. All right, that's done. I imagine if I stuck myself right now, I'd be real close to an even 100, which is is that normal, Bell?
Normal is anywhere from 80 to 120 this time of day.
So I'm sure I'm anywhere from 80 to 120. I would have to be, all right, unless something was seriously wrong, and I don't think it is. I'm pre broken. That's what I am right now.
You were right in that range on Sunday evening.
Yeah. So whatever I wanted to happen already happened, and this is just me testing personal discipline. I want to see if I can do it. That's it. And when I started this, it was like Friday afternoon. I said, we'll go 5 days, see what we do. I was going to go 7, but man, no. Not for the first time right out the gate. There's no way. Today, I kind of broke my own thing. I broke my own code, so I feel no real obligation to finish this up now. But I drink pickle juice. I had to get some. I was getting a lot of pressure in my head, and it felt just, like not a headache, but I was like, oh, it's coming. So Belle put me on and told me go drink a couple shots of pickle juice, and I drank a couple shots of pickle juice. I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that, Belle? Why am I drinking pickle juice? Because pickle juice doesn't taste good. Why did you have me do pickle juice?
Because that head pressure you were experiencing, that precursor to the headache, that is a sign that as a medic, we look out for people who are about to go downhill with dehydration.
How could I be dehydrated? My God, the water I drank.
It's due to electrolyte imbalances. You didn't have enough salt in your system. You didn't have enough vitamin C, none of that, which normally helps your body absorb and process water. You didn't have enough.
So why did I drink pickle juice and not Brondo? Because Brondo's got what plants crave, Belle. It's got electrolytes. So why was I on pickle juice instead of that?
Because the medic said to drink freaking pickle juice. That's why. Are you really going to argue with
me? Sure. All right, let me get back to it. So, yeah, and tonight, by the time this show is over, I usually kind of have a snack after the live streams. Nothing big, maybe some chips, a cookie or something like that. So it'll bother me, but it's more or less just the habit. And after that, come 8 o'clock, man, I'm not going to be hungry anymore, and I'll wake up tomorrow. I've already kind of decided in my mind I'm going to call it tomorrow morning. We'll just say we're done. And I'm going to have a scrambled egg, Belle. Just one, a single scrambled egg. There's no way that'll going to tear me up too bad, man. That's easy to process food. I like scrambled eggs. I'm going to salt the ever-loving hell out of it. And then I'm going to figure out how to make keto biscuits, because apparently I got to get my carbohydrates have to be under 50 grams a day. Not because a doctor ordered it, but because it should be. So if I got some almond flour. I'm going to try to make keto biscuits. And if, those are 2 grams per biscuit, Belle, there's nothing to it. So if those things work, life goes on. All right. Scrambled eggs, piece of cheese, keto biscuit. That's a breakfast sandwich. I love breakfast sandwiches and all that. And if I sound like I'm whining to anybody watching tonight, it's because I'm fucking whining. All right. My God, I don't feel well. But yeah, breakfast sandwiches with a keto biscuit, man, I'm good. So as long as it's even relatively edible, I'm there, man. Look, I 26 years in the Navy. Do you know the shit that we've eaten? Have you seen what they serve us? Oh, my God. I have pictures. I sent them to Belle. Belle, remember those ones from camp, the chicken pot pie and the fettuccine, what they called fettuccine? Dude,
those were scary.
That was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
Scary.
But if I can eat that and survive it, and my only downside right now is, do I want to deal with the keto biscuit? I will deal with the keto biscuit, but there's lots of stuff I can still eat and just stay away from carbs. I know I can do it. It was a warning shot, guys. All right. It was a shot across the bow. When I saw those numbers and I saw the A1C, I was like, you know what? I'm going to die if I keep doing what I'm doing right now. 2 years and I'm going to die. There's no way that I'm going to die before I've spent all my money. All right. It just isn't going to happen. So
someone might have pinched his ear and told him to knock it off.
Yeah.
I don't know who that might have been, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not an unintelligent person. I could see the numbers and I understand the repercussions of those. I'm not going all babe in the woods. In fact, I'm going camera 2 here, Bell. You sit there. I'm not going to go all babe in the woods. I know why my blood sugar is there. I know why my A1 is there. I do enough exercise. I drink sweet, the red can, the real thing. I drink that almost exclusively all day, every day. I am pumping sugar into myself. I eat carbs heavy. I mean, chicken parmesan with noodles and sketty and all this other just absolutely horrible carbohydrate stuff. I live on that. So I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I had a medical condition. I caused the medical condition. I'm going to say, well, the food is bad. No, you ate it. You chose to eat that. I'm not going to go all babe in the woods here and say, woe is me, how did this happen? But it did, and we're here. And I can either piss and moan about it or I could take action to change it. I want to see if it's possible. That's it. This is a personal journey for me right now on this whole fast thing. Because if I can do this, something tells me a keto biscuit is going to taste pretty fucking good tomorrow. I got a hunch that will be the most glorious thing that I've ever eaten in my life is a keto biscuit breakfast sandwich. The angels are going to sing when I bite into that. I'm just going to hear that. Hallelujah. That's it. So it's a personal journey of me to make sure that I can do this. If I can do this, then you know what? I can knock out French fries. I could eat a deconstructed hamburger. I could still have like Thousand Island and stuff like that, Belle, right? I can have Thousand Island dressing.
Yes,
I can have mayonnaise.
Thousand Island. Yes, you can have mayonnaise.
Vinegar and oil on a salad.
You do have to watch some brands of mayo because some of them do have a lot of sugar in them. But yes, you can still have that. You have much to learn, my friend.
Oh, and I'm not arguing that.
I will teach you.
I'm not arguing that, Belle. You've been dealing with this shit your entire life. So yes, and you're still alive, so I'm going to defer over to you. Just wanted to. Oh, and if you want to know what I'm passionate about tonight, this is what I'm passionate about. It doesn't pack in, and we don't retain viewers because people don't really want to hear about my problems. But that's what I'm passionate about right now because that's what's on my mind right now. Anyway, hope that answered the question. Belle, carry on if we have any more.
Oh, we've got quite a few more. Political, Scott, and Political. This is freaking mean. This is bloody mean. So, Scott, I bought a new smoker and smoked a brisket this last weekend. Brisket, potato salad, and deviled eggs were great.
Let me ask you something, Jeff. His name is Jeff, by the way. I'm gonna take the screen here. Let me ask you something, Jeff. How did it feel? How did the brisket feel? Could you like push it with your finger and it just kind of falls apart? Did you have to chew it, or did it simply dissolve in your mouth? I mean, did you like ASMR this? Did you take the brisket and you take a bite? Oh, that's a good breath. Is that what you did? And I understand this is getting awkward and borderline sexual. Dude, I haven't eaten for 4.5 days. So tell me about the brisket and the potato salad because I fucking love potato salad. And I want you to be very, very specific. So if you took a bite and it was orgasmic, please tell me that it was orgasmic. Belle, carry on.
All right. So new type. Payment company Stripe is also making big moves in payments. I'm bearish on all payment projects since Stripe is now full steam ahead.
Yeah, and they're going to kick the shit out of everybody, man. Look, new type, we bust balls a lot, but we're lockstep on this one, man. Big tech, big money, this thing that we always were worried about. The reason that we created blockchain in the first place is to get away from shit like that and to kind of create our own thing, our own economy, our own ethos, our own little world. But we sold out. All right, all of what we started, the ethos, why we did blockchain is gone. So now that regulation is coming through, now that all of this is coming through, man, big tech's just going to roll in and take over. There's not a lot that's gonna stop it. And payment processing is incredibly incredibly profitable. So yeah, man, me and you, exactly right. Stripe's going to come in. They're going to take over damn near everything. PayPal will get their hands in it. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. As soon as they find that there's an additional revenue stream possible, they are going to go for that additional revenue stream. And nobody out here in crypto land has the money or the muscle to stop that. They just don't. So anyway, I see that there's more, Bell. Let me take play a song here. I want to hit my cigarette and I want to smoke a little bit, and I want Jeff to have time to type up his sexual brisket experience, and I want you to be descriptive, bro. All right, Bell will read. Bell is Ron Burgundy tonight. All right, she will read anything that's on that's in that chat bar. So go ahead, do well. We will be right back, guys, here with the podcast on the KPOD network. Please stand by. I don't know what song is next. I hope it's a good one.
What are little girls made of?
Pound cake.
What are little girls made of? With sugar and spice and action.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Catskins, welcome back to the podcast. That was a good song, Belle. I love that song, but it gave me time to fill up my water bottle and pee. So that's what I do now. Every 20 or 30 minutes, I'm going to the bathroom and I am pissing rainwater. I've never in my life been this hydrated. I cannot believe it. You could drink that. There's probably nothing. There are no impurities left in me. I mean, it is gone. That is the clearest urine. And I've had that for 4 days now. My goodness, I'm hydrated, Belle.
You know what? With the event we've got coming up for this weekend, we were supposed to be hydrating in preparation for that anyway. So, yay! Good job with the hail hydrate.
I'm good. All right. I cannot. I'm like a pregnant woman right now. I had to actually get up last night, and this is going back to G Taurus's question. I actually had to get up last night about 1 a.m. To pee. And I've never had a problem with that. I don't have prostate issues or anything like that. Thank you. But I actually had to get up to pee. And I stood there at that toilet for like 2 minutes, just fire hosing. I was like, what is happening to me? My God, they don't. All these self-help things and all these, this is what you're going to experience. Man, they are full of shit. Let me tell you what you're going to experience, man. 1 a.m., go and pee, because the only thing that satiates you, even at least a little bit, is water. And I honestly, I've been getting grief on Twitter because I put flavoring in it. I put flavoring in this. It's 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 anything, water flavoring, and I'm sure it's obviously it's chemical flavorings and shit like that. But I need that just for peace of mind. If I was just drinking water, plain water, there's no way I would have never even made it this far, because you need flavor in your life. You have to have some kind of flavor in your life. And without that, man, I don't think so. I'll tell you what, next time I do it, Belle, I will do the 7 days and I will do nothing but clear liquids per your request. Yeah, it's all I'll do.
Oh no!
And a shot of pickle juice every day. I'll go live every single day. I will record it. We will talk about it. We'll come up here. You guys eventually are going to watch me fall down for a 7-day fast. No calories, only pure water. I can't imagine how intolerable I will be. That's a stupid fucking question. That'll be me. I just lose my shit up here.
I am going to, for all those critics on Twitter who have been giving Scott a hard time for the Mio, I actually told him to add the Mio in because the Mio that he's using has electrolytes in it.
It's got electrolytes. That's what plants crave, Belle.
That is the one and only reason Scott is in as good a shape as he's in right now.
You never saw Idiocracy, did you, Belle? You've never seen the movie, have you?
Yes, it's been a while, but I have seen that movie.
Yeah, I don't need that. All I need is Brondo. So, I'm starting to notice that my coordination is kind of, it's not where it was. I wouldn't box right now. Let me just put it there. I wouldn't get into a fight. If you're gonna rob me, just take it all. I could be able to defend myself right now.
I'm just saying,
my coordination
from a medical standpoint, Yeah, no, you are not doing straight water. That leads to a condition called water intoxication. You can die from that.
I ain't
You
afraid of that.
do
That's a myth. That's a myth, Bell.
no,
I don't know if it's
no, it's not.
just being pissy.
No, it's not. Yeah, I know you are,
Well,
but
you know what? I
yeah,
haven't eaten in 4.5 fucking days, Bell. I'm allowed to be pissy and bitchy and all those other things. I always see the thing that goes around Twitter all the time. Women have to deal with birth and menopause and periods. What do men have to deal with? And the answer is we have to deal with you bitching about it. So here I am bitching about it. All right. Fuck it. I want macaroni and cheese. Oh my God. With the little bacon on there and some of Jeff's brisket right on the side of it. That's it. That's what I want. Just that brisket barbecue sauce, Jeff, right? Barbecue. You don't eat it. You're not raw dogging that brisket, right? You're actually putting some barbecue sauce on it. Some barbecue brisket, macaroni and cheese. I don't even know what else goes with it, but I want some bacon on the macaroni and cheese because bacon is just the way God says that He loves us. So that's what I want. But yeah, my coordination is kind of gone right now. I'm not falling over, but I feel like I could. And I don't think that's lack of calories. I think it's just whatever happens when you don't take food in for a long, long time. But you know what? I just saw another thing on the Twitter, and I think it was UCLA or something like that. Someone, I know Jeff probably saw this. He watches all that shit. They just hospitalized a protester out, I believe it was UCLA, for hunger strike for Palestine, and 9 days. They made it 9 days, and now they got wheeled off and they're hospitalized. So now I'm really curious, Belle, because I'm halfway there now. Could I do 9 days? Could I do 9 days and get? I'm not afraid of that, but could I do
over my dead body?
Could I do 9 days just so I could jump in on that thread where everybody's talking about it and say, you know what, dude, I did 10. All right. And I didn't get hospitalized. This guy's just a pussy. I'm wondering if I could do it. I'm over halfway there, Belle. Once you're over that, you're past the hard part. I think I'm past the hard part.
You're gonna get in trouble this weekend,
I
and
ain't
again,
afraid of any fucking people.
over my dead body.
Oh, and if you were asked, I did weigh myself. I've lost 9 pounds. I don't know. I doubt you can see it because I was already a chunky guy to begin with. But I've lost 9 pounds, which was approximately 5% of my body weight. I've lost that in 4.5 days. So if you need to drop weight to go down a weight class, I got a solution for you, babe. I got a solution for you. Anyway, Belle, please carry on.
All right, G Torres, I did a 24-hour fast this week. I put 0.75 grams of sea salt in a few 3 cups of water for the day and had 3 cups of black and white tea. I think I didn't get dizzy because of the sea salt, but not sure.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Like I said, the dizziness is starting to come in. I'm just hyper aware of everything right now. I don't know. I'm sure this is why people have been fasting throughout life, and a lot of them in very religious communities, they encourage the fasting. I'm hyper aware of everything, and I'm thinking not bad thoughts. I'm just like expanding my mind as we go on. It's a little bit hard to describe. I was thinking of the 2D world, the 3D world, the 4D world. I've been really kind of expanding on that. And it was funny, Belle. I was thinking about that. If I was to hold up a ball, just a ball, a round ball, and I was to show it to you, you would see that it's a ball, but you would know that it's a ball because of the way that the light is going to reflect on it. But your actual perception of it would be basically just a circle. But if I was to back away and the ball was to expand at the same speed that I'm backing away from it, your perception would never change on that. You would see me holding the same thing, even though I'm getting further and further away. But because the ball is getting bigger and bigger, from your perspective, I wouldn't be moving, or the ball wouldn't be moving. You would still, the way that the human mind processes it is that nothing would change. So I'm thinking about shit like that now. I've never thought about stuff like that. I don't care about that. While I admire theoretical physics and all this stuff, I don't see how to monetize it. So I'm kind of over it right then. I'm like, okay, that's great. How do you make money on that? And I can't. So anyway,
welcome to having low blood sugar brain.
Welcome to having low blood sugar. Guys, look, man, I've been averaging, and I have to assume that I've been averaging this for a long time. But when she stuck my finger and I saw that number, man, I was shocked. I was like, there's no way that it's 280. She goes through this all the time, constantly, every single day. She's trying to maintain that 100, and she's got a method for doing it. And when she gets high blood sugar, she pumps in insulin and it takes it down. I don't have insulin, only what my pancreas generates. So I am clearly getting insulin resistant from all of the food and sugar and all that stuff I was putting in myself, that I was literally getting insulin resistant. And I can't have it, man. Can't have it. I'm not going out that way. Anyway, please carry on, Belle.
All right, Top Cat. Oh my gosh, Bella in studio trying to wrestle a glass of bourbon out of Scott's hands.
I ain't afraid of her. You know what? Nobody comes between me and my bourbon. Even though I haven't had any for days and days. And I thought I would go into like withdrawal, be desiring it. Oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait till I'm done with this so I can drink again. Apparently, I'm not an alcoholic because it really didn't bother me. Apparently, I just drink it because I enjoy it, not because I have to. So that was a new thing that I discovered about myself. I just enjoy some bourbon, but I don't need it. I can clearly cope without it. I'm fine. But yeah, that was it.
Who exactly has been telling you that for 3 years now at least?
Yeah, but it's funnier the way I say it. That's it, Belle. Look, man, we are in the engagement business. All right. That's our job. Our job is the engagement business, and our job is the engagement business for that little sign right there behind us. Because I still believe that they're the future of crypto. And we can have that discussion. We can fight it out. But the only thing that's going to survive out here long term are utility and index tokens. Everything else is dust. That's just the way I see it. Rome didn't collapse overnight. All right, it took a while. And we are in the it took a while phase. Anybody who can't see this right now, I really can't help you. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right, so Scylla over Twitter. Nice shoes, man.
Oh, I appreciate that, dude. These are that's from The Nightmare Before Christmas. These are Barrel. This is Barrel. I was gonna get all three. I'm gonna make Belle buy me all of them. I want lock, stock, and barrel because I think that's funny. It's cold out here. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't realize it. I've been cold. I mean, like really, really cold for the last 72, maybe 84 hours. I've been cold. I'm cold right now. I'm freezing. And Belle kind of explained it. I don't know. I believe her because she's been dealing with this shit forever. But I can't help but imagine that my body just kind of got used to dealing with really, really high blood sugar. And now that my blood sugar is down to normal, I feel cold. I'm just cold all the time. And Belle said that's a sign of low blood sugar. So here's how I rationalized it. If I was running 280 for a long time and now I'm actually back down to like an even 100, my body would think that I have low blood sugar. So it's going batshit right now, man. Honestly, it's going batshit. And if you ever try that, if you're somebody who's Jeff, I'm looking right at you, man. Look, you're not svelte, bro. All right, you're my age. I know what you eat. So this is going to be part of your life someday soon. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. Is I'm going to guess that you're going to feel cold. I do. And that's another thing nobody talks about on these fasting things. They never talk about that. But I'm cold all the time. It is 74 degrees right now in this studio, and I'm almost shivering. It is cold. So yeah, maybe I'm kind of hoping this passes, because if I have to live like this, man, I'm not going to. All right, give me back the goddamn Baconators. Have you ever had a Baconator from Wendy's? There's nothing but love in there. All right. I get it. It's killing me, but I don't care. At least when I'm eating that and French fries and all that stuff, I'm not cold. I'm cold right now. Anyway,
and that will pass. That will actually pass. Right now, yeah, your body thinks your blood sugar is low. One of the ways that one of the symptoms for that is being in a cold sweat and just being cold. When you start eating again and start introducing the under 50 grams of carbs per meal, that will change. You'll level back out and you'll be fine. But it is 100% normal to feel this way.
well, I usually get, sorry, I'm getting a runny nose too. I'm not sick. I don't know if this is part of the cleansing process or not, but I'm getting a little nasally. I get night sweats, and I thought it was from stress. I work in finance. Crypto is down, all right? I am teetering on the edge of having to go back to work. I'm not going to. I found a solution. There's always a solution. But I get night sweats, and since I started this, not a single drop. I have slept so comfortably. I mean, my head hits the pillow and I wake up at 4 or 5, depending, or at midnight if I have to pee. But and I've had to pee. But yeah, man, I'm up at 4 or 5 and I don't even remember dreaming. I mean, I hit the pillow, I wake up and okay, let's get to the day. No sweating, no anything. I feel great. And another side effect that they don't talk about, I brush my teeth twice a day just like anybody else, but I really haven't felt the need to. I really have not felt. My teeth feel clean. They look clean. There is nothing on them. I'm still flossing and I'm wondering why, because I've eaten nothing. Why am I flossing? Why am I bothering? There is nothing in my teeth that wasn't there yesterday because I've eaten nothing. So yeah, it's just weird habits, stuff that you get into. This is a weird show tonight, Belle, by the way. This is weird.
You know what, though? The fact that you are still brushing your teeth, even though you haven't eaten, that is actually gonna prevent people from noticing keto breath around you.
I'm doing it because I like the taste of the toothpaste. Let me be honest. It's not because I think my teeth are dirty, because they're not. It's because I can taste toothpaste and I'm like, yes. And it is glorious. I've never noticed how good toothpaste tastes. It is wonderful. They're doing a tremendous job on toothpaste and toothpaste development. Anyway, go
and the world thanks you for brushing your teeth, because with what's going on with you, yeah, if you weren't brushing your teeth, your breath would literally smell like rotten apples. I mean, gross.
Carry on, Belle.
All right, new type. Opinion on the unfortunate ostium news. Turns out on ostium, whenever you deposit funds, it's instant. But withdrawing funds is like pulling teeth. Some people have to wait a week.
Yeah, and I've heard about all that, and it throws up all kinds of red flags, bro. You know how this works. One of the big things of one of the hallmarks of a honeypot. You know what a honeypot is. I know you do, new type. For those of you who don't, I've got plenty of videos. One of the hallmarks of a honeypot is it's very easy to get into it and it's very hard to get out of it. If you've ever seen Pooh with his head stuck in the tree trying to get the honey, that's the honeypot. And he can get in there, piece of cake, but he has a hell of a lot of trouble getting out. So I like ostium. I like what they're doing. I'm a fan, but little things like that, dude, throw up red flags for me big. And the reason that they throw up red flags and that they throw it up so large is because deep down, this is a very, very sketchy space. Anything having to do with Web3 and cryptocurrency, man, there are a hell of a lot more bad actors than there are authentic people over here. And every single day that passes, we find out more and more and more of those. This space has gotten educated. All right, we're figuring this stuff out. And we're figuring it out a hell of a lot faster now than we did back in 2021 or 2022. The reason that we're figuring it out is because everything's down across the board, with the exception of, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum and stuff like that. But with the alt market getting just decimated, and it did get decimated, people are more tuned in to what is going on out here, and do your own research seems to be, how am I about to get screwed? That's what happens that's what we mean by do your own research now. And everybody all the shills who back off and say, this is not financial advice, because they know that there's some shit going on here. So one of the things that you can do, and this is very, very important, and it still shocks me today that crypto or Web3 people don't pick up on this. If a customer, you're in the consumer business, doesn't matter what you are in the consumer business. And if you piss off one consumer by holding up his withdrawal transaction for 7 to 10 days, which is exactly what Ostium is doing, lost them forever. So if you have a short-sighted goal on this, get as much money into the platform as you can, dump off every single thing that you can, and then go ahead and settle it on the back end, then you guys are doing wonderfully. But if you are in the retention business, that can never happen. You get one chance to get a customer, but you have a billion chances to lose him. And it seems like you guys are kind of going out of your way to do that. And again, bro, look, I like it. I like Ostium. I like what they got going on, but I wouldn't put $1 in there. Not even $1, because I never know if I'm going to get it back. That's it. I never know if I'm going to get it back. They made a huge mistake with that, and people noticed. So anyway, hope that answers the question. Belle, please carry on.
All right, Political. Keto pancakes, cream cheese, and eggs. No carbs, tastes great.
Are you keto, bro? Is that it? Is that how you're maintaining your lifestyle? Are you keto? Because I know you can eat the hell out of the brisket, because that's just protein. I don't know about the barbecue sauce. Belle, is there like keto friendly barbecue sauce? Because I know barbecue sauce has a lot of sugar and stuff.
There are actually keto-friendly barbecue sauces.
All right.
Now, I am going to throw out a point here, guys. And I have a tattletale on my arm that with every single food I eat, okay, tells me if there are carbs in it or not. Okay.
Oh my God, I just realized.
Every single food you eat, including that brisket, has at least a few carbs in it.
You know what what just occurred to me? I'm not trying to cut you off. I think you'll appreciate this. How long when you eat heavy carbs does it take to hit you?
Oh God, the carbs can start hitting you within 20 minutes.
Then you know what? You are literally my minesweeper. You're the guy I send out into the minefield to see if it is a minefield, because you're monitoring it. I'm not actively doing it. So if I'm not sure if I can eat this stuff or not, I can just make Belle eat it, and we'll watch her blood sugar, and then we'll know if this is good for me or not. Oh my God, I'm going to give myself a round of applause. I have a scene, I have a scene eye dog that's going to tell me if there's carbs here or not. So we can just say, she's my food taster. There we go, man. Look, my problems are solved. You can laugh because you know I'm right. But yeah, man, my problems are solved on this. We'll just shove it into Belle. We'll see what it does to her. She's got snake bite remedy, or she's got snake bite sitting right on her arm, so she can fix herself. Yeah, that's it, man. I was worried about that. Now I don't have to worry about it. Thank you, Belle. Please finish your thought and carry on. This is great. It didn't even occur to me.
Wow. But okay, everything in it has carbohydrates in it. Carbs are not bad for you. You just have to learn. You have to learn which ones are better for you, which ones are going to digest too quickly, or which ones are going to slow down.
Yeah, and you're continuing to make my point here, Belle. I don't have to worry about that. I got you. So it's like, is that mine safe? I'll just send Belle in there, and if she comes out, then yeah, it's safe. We can all go. If she doesn't, then I know we can't. Carry on, Belle.
All right, G Torres, avocado and scrambled eggs sounds okay for breaking a fast. What say you, Bella? The avocado might be a bit much, especially if you're doing a fast as long as Scott has. Okay, I mean, ideally, if Scott will do it, he'll start with, yeah, he'll have a couple meals that are nothing but clear liquids, make sure his stomach can handle them without revolting. And then you could add in things like scrambled eggs and softer foods. The avocado, again, I love avocado. There's not a lot of carbs in it. It is higher in fat content, which actually, ironically, impacts your blood sugar. Yeah, that would be more of a, day 2.5, day 3 meal. It's not a right out the gate meal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make my first meal after breaking a fast bone broth. All right, I'm not gonna do it. I want a scrambled egg. I don't care. You know what? I don't even care because my anus is in such good shape right now. You know why? Because I haven't used it for days. I am usually a gassy person, not even a littlest toot. I cannot believe the things that you miss because I like to make it funny and inappropriate, and I like to crop dust people. And I've had nothing, no gas, none, no gas, no bloating, no anything. It is gone. So if I have to get back to my old lifestyle with a scrambled egg to really just blow myself apart, I'm gonna have the goddamn scrambled egg. All right, look, this is a journey, and I'll do it this time, and we'll do I'm gonna do a scrambled egg, Belle. Just one, a single scrambled egg. That's what I'm gonna do. A lot of salt, a lot of pepper, because why the hell not, man? And scrambled eggs by themselves is not a big deal. I won't put cheese on it. I won't eat a biscuit. I won't do anything, but I'm going to have a single goddamn scrambled egg. So, because I think right now I'm actually going to be well aware of exactly what eggs taste like. And I want to experience it. My fear is that I will eat it and say, ooh, these taste awful. How could I have lived my life eating eggs like that? That's what I'm literally worried about. So, yeah, I'm gonna have the scrambled egg. After that, I'll do bone broth. I'll do bouillon. I'll do all that other drink chicken water and all that other silly stuff. But the first thing
you may as well skip those clear liquids then if you're gonna go right for scrambled eggs.
No, you can bust my balls. I'm okay. You don't understand what it's like not to chew for 5 days. I haven't chewed. Aside from the time that you were probably in the hospital living on IVs and stuff like that. But I want to chew, and I'm gonna chew. You know what? I'll even make a video afterwards, Belle. You get the pissy look. I get it. But I'll even make a video afterwards saying, boy, I shouldn't have done that. Belle was absolutely right. I give you my word right now that I will make that video as a warning to anybody else who might do a 5 or 6 day fast and then eats a scrambled egg. And your advice is the same as everybody else's advice, and I'm certain that they know it. But I want a goddamn egg. I'm not asking for the world here. I'm asking for a scrambled egg. A scrambled egg. Just one. Belle. Carry on, please, or go ahead and bust my balls. I don't care.
Sith Lord, good job. Most people can't mentally do a fast. Fasting is all about the mental, in my opinion.
And I want to say that I agree with that. Because my mind is gone right now, bro. I mean, I am just mushy. I got to ask anybody out there, do I look thinner? Because I've literally dropped 5% of my body weight, so it seems like I should look 5% thinner than I normally do. And nobody said anything. So I'm just kind of curious. Belle said I look thinner, but nobody's commented on it, Belle, so I don't think I did. I think that is just confirmation bias. I'm not sure. But I posted pictures and nobody said anything on Twitter either, so maybe that's just my imagination. I don't know. It's rough, bro. That's all I gotta. I'm sure you fasted. I saw a picture, and dude, if that was your picture, you're ripped, man. You're a big fuck. You're a big guy, man. And well done, sir.
That was Sith Lord.
Who made the question? That was Sith Lord that answered.
No, no, no. Yeah, that was Sith Lord that dropped the compliment, but that was Sith Lord who did drop the picture. I'm just confirming.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a big fucking guy. I mean, you see his arms. I was like, Jesus, dude, man, what do you, don't you have any other hobbies, man? Don't you like Doritos? I fucking love Doritos, a walking taco. Belle, have you ever had a walking taco? You know what it is? It's a little bag of Doritos, and they put taco meat and cheese and all that shit in it.
I know.
Yeah, it's like eating love. It's like eating love or joy. And I will literally get out a thesaurus for other ways to describe a walking taco. I would really like a walking taco, but apparently that part of my life is over.
That's the point that I keep driving to you, okay? You get your numbers under control and you can still have those things, just in moderation.
Okay. What about, so I can't really have Doritos. What about Fritos? Because you know I got a Frito problem. I love Fritos. The salt is just glorious.
As long as you look at the label and keep the amount you're eating, like if you eat those at meal, as long as you keep that under your 50 grams of carbs per meal, you're fine to have Fritos.
How many grams, anybody?
Same with Doritos.
Call to action here, guys. How many grams of, what are we talking about, carbohydrates, are in a bag, a regular bag of Fritos? Because I need to figure out if I can still eat them or if I have to dogma this stuff. You remember dogma? You remember what they did when they eat it and spit it out? So I'm kind of wondering if I have
with the tequila.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I have to dogma the Fritos, because honestly, I just eat them for the salt. Aside from that, there's not a lot of flavor to those things. Anyway, yeah, Sith Lord, bro. Well done, man. You're fucking killing it. Anyway, I'm sorry. Belle, please carry on.
All right, so Political talking about his brisket. You pulled it apart. It was so tender. It was orgasmic.
Was it orgasmic? Did you pull it apart slow? Did you ask the brisket how it's feeling? Did you ask the brisket, is this right? Am I doing it for you, baby? Is that what you said to the brisket? Did you say anything to the brisket? Because if you're ignoring the brisket, man, you're missing the whole point of this discussion right now. Did you pull it apart real slow and say, yeah, you dirty girl? Did you do any of that? Did you do any of that stuff? I got to ask, man. Sorry. Belle is all, yeah, we made it awkward quick. I told you I'm in a weird place right now mentally. So Belle, please carry on.
All right, Lolo77. Bella, like your t-shirt. Thank you, Lolo.
There you go. Round of applause. People always comment on Belle's clothing, her hair, her looks. She looks so nice. Nobody ever says shit to me. Nobody. I'm starting to get a little bit. That's okay. I live vicariously through Belle. Please carry on.
All right, Political. Scott, have you started having the vivid keto dreams yet? They are awesome.
I don't know what that is. Belle, have you heard of the vivid keto dreams? Because you effectively live your life in keto. So have you had the vivid dreams or anything like that?
Yeah, the last time I had those dreams, it was a B horror movie setting, and oh boy, I woke up and I was in ICU.
Okay, please carry on, Belle. See, you thought I made it awkward with the brisket. Now we hit the awkward level.
All right, Jack Sparrow. The problem I have with all those electrolyte products, they all have that nasty, salty taste. Yuck.
Dude, I just drank 2 shots of pickle juice today. You want to talk about salty taste? I wasn't going to do it. Belle insisted, and I wasn't going to do it. But then she sent me the label. She said, "Look, there's nothing in there that's going to hurt you. It's almost pure sodium." So I was like, "Okay, I need some salt." It's weird, man. Look, it just felt like I almost had a cold, but I didn't have a cold. My nose was running a little bit. My head was kind of thumping. I could feel my pulse in my head. It was just dum 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 dum, and it was subtle, but it was noticeable. So I mentioned it over to the Belle, and she said, "Yeah, you need salt like right now." And I was like, "But I got electrolytes, Belle. That's what plants crave. They don't crave salt. They crave electrolytes." And she said, "No, go drink pickle juice." I've never drank pickle juice. Who does that? Apparently I do now. So yeah. But once I did it,
performers and athletes who are out in hot weather drink pickle juice.
Well, I'm neither of those things, Belle. So how would I know that? But yeah, after I drank the pickle juice, inside of 10 minutes, Felt fine. I felt normal. I felt just fine. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on inside me right now? That just that little bit would affect that kind of change. I mean, and it hit like inside of 10 minutes, man, it was gone. But I had to drink like 3 bottles of water to get the pickle juice taste out of my mouth. That wasn't going anywhere. That's part of the process. All right, carry on, Belle.
G. Torres, great idea on letting Bella test out the effect of carbs and glucose of different foods, but actually someone thought of it, Scott.
Oh, somebody already is using Bella? Somebody's using Bella as their seeing eye carb dog? I would please elaborate, sir. Who already thought of that? I thought I was being clever. Belle's thought I was being clever. Look at her. She was having a giggle over that. I didn't know, Belle. We're late to the party. We seem to always be late to the party out
Apparently.
here. Yeah. All right. Carry on, Belle.
Jack Sparrow, you do look thinner.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I've been working really hard at this, just doing from a pure discipline standpoint. And let me, you know what? And look, man, I ain't going to waste it. All right. This sucks. Going through this sucks. I don't care. People are going to tell you it's spiritual. It's not spiritual, man. This is, it's just discipline, and this sucks. But I don't want to waste it. If I already did this, and I don't even know what camera I'm looking at here, man. But if I've already been through the process, and I'm not going to waste it. It's clear that change in my life from my eating standards and all that. Coca-Cola is dead to me unless it's a very, very special occasion. But I like the carbonation, Belle. That's the thing. I like to pretend I'm drinking soda. So whether it's that or not, we'll figure out something. But I'm not going to waste it. I got my warning shot. I'm well aware of what's going on, and I'm going to do something about it. But I'm not going to waste this effort, which, let's be honest here, guys. All I'm doing is not eating. It's not like I'm charging, I'm storming a beach or charging a machine gun nest. All I'm doing is not taking in calories. So it's not like it's a real, I'm going out of my way for this. But after going through it, I'm not going to waste it, man. I will lower the carbs. I will cut out the soda. I will do what I have to do to try to normalize my life again. And let me give you my reasoning for it. This is going to piss Belle off to hell and God. Everything I say pisses her off anymore. But yeah, this is, I want her on the screen. I want to make sure you can see her as I tell this. It took me, I'm going to say that it probably took me 20 to 25 years to screw myself up this badly. Now, Belle is telling me that inside of 6, 9, or 12 months, I can reverse most of the damage. Is that correct, Belle? Or am I off base from what you said?
I mean, I would expect to see some improvement in 90 days. Yeah.
Okay. So 6, 9, or 12 months, I could probably get myself back to normal. Would you say that that's accurate, Belle? Because I'm not past the point of no return.
You may need to take a pill a day, but if that's the worst thing, yeah.
Okay. So if I go through all of this, I get myself back to a normal state, and it took me 25 years to break myself this badly. Then once I've fixed it and gotten back to a normal state, I got 20 years ahead of me that I can eat carbs and gravy and cheese sauce. And I got 20 years to break myself again. And by then I'll be like 74, 75 years old. I'm ready to go anyway. So that's it, man. I just gotta, we gotta we're taking a pit stop. We're gonna fix it up, and then I can blow myself up again, and it'll take another 20 years to get there. So yay, that's my whole plan. All right. Don't laugh, Belle. That's my plan. Go ahead and carry on, Belle.
G. Torres, I felt you looked slimmer on today's video, Scott, but I'm not sure if it's in my mind playing tricks on me or Bella said the same, so I guess you do look slimmer.
And I don't know, man. Like I said, 5% of my body weight is gone, and we did it in 4.5, almost 5 days now. So about 5% of my body weight. I know that's not healthy weight loss. Healthy weight loss is approximately 2 pounds a month. I understand that. But it's clear that I was pushing maximum density. It was literally effort for me to maintain the weight that I was at, and I was about 210. So it was effort to do that, meaning nothing but sugar, nothing but carbs, nothing but bad food, sedentary lifestyle. It took effort for me to get to that weight and to maintain it. So the fact that it's falling off, that really doesn't surprise me. And when I kick off the carbs, when I get the carbs way down, no more sugary sodas, very few candies. And by the way, I like sugar-free candies, Belle, crunchy sugar-free candies, like peppermints or Jolly Ranchers, sugar-free stuff. Why aren't you writing this down? You should be writing this down.
Because that's usually candy I keep in stock. I've been wondering where on earth that's been disappearing to.
I've been eating it. All right. I'm fine with that because I've been eating it. But yeah, once I imagine that I'll probably settle in somewhere around 180. And it's not exactly my goal weight, but I would meet military standards at that weight, and that's good enough. So, yeah. And then what I'm really looking forward to is when this is all over, is going on the ride again and getting fat as shit. That's the goal, man. I want to go. When I die, I want to be sick. I don't want to be, oh my God, he looks so good. What killed? I want to be, look at the fucking life that guy lived. Oh my God, how did he make it this far? That's where I want to be, that guy. So, but I want to be up, make sure that I can spend all my money before I go. So yeah, that's the goal. Anyway, carry on, Belle.
All right, Snowmed, pickle juice is delicious, especially for us with low blood pressure.
Nope.
Congrats on the fast and altcoin hunger strike.
Thank you. No, man, it tastes like pickle juice. I didn't even realize that, but I was like, getting weird cravings. Mostly grilled cheese. I don't know why, but like I'm just dying for like a grilled cheese and bacon sandwich or a Cuban sandwich, Belle. Have you ever had a Cuban sandwich?
I have had a Cuban.
Yes, I've been like craving like a Cuban sandwich or grilled cheese and bacon sandwich or something like that. But the other weird craving I've been getting is pickles. And I mentioned that, and she said, "Oh yeah, you need salt." Yeah, pickles. I've just been dying for pickles. I don't know what it is. I understand why pregnant women go through that shit now. Yeah, it's because you're not in control. It ain't up to you. All right, it's up to the grain of rice that's sitting down there in your uterus that's calling the shots. So yeah, I understand. I get it now.
In your case, you were craving pickles because you needed electrolytes. There is more than just salt in the pickle juice.
Then why? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to even say the Brondo thing again. I've already done that. All right, carry on, Belle.
All right, so Jack Sparrow with the last comment for the evening. One life to live, no do-overs.
Exactly right, sir. That's why when I saw those numbers, man, look, I'm not I'm not an unintelligent person. I'm not fucking Stephen Hawking by any means, but I'm not an unintelligent person. I am a realist, and when I see it with my own eyes, when I said pragmatist, man, when I see it with my own eyes, I'm like, okay, I get it. And yeah, you only got one. And I want to, be able to, now that I'm retired and I got to the good part, man, I'm not going out like that. That's not going to happen, man. So I will hang in. I will do whatever the hell I have to do. I do have a lot of discipline. I can change my eating habits. I got no problem with that. I haven't had a Coke in 5 days. So obviously that's not exactly, it's more of a habit than it is a need or desire. So with all of that and just going through this to prove that I can do it tells me that I can get through this. And yeah, I mean, I'll drop some weight. I'll feel better. I'll be healthier. No more night sweats, normalize blood sugar, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's no downside to it. Now, I'm looking really actively and aggressively at keto foods. You know what I'm going to miss, Belle, more than anything else? Nachos. I'm going to miss nachos. I love nachos. Like that big-ass plate from that Jimmy Buffett place. You remember that? That big tower, that volcano tower of nachos that had nothing in it but good stuff. I'm going to miss nachos, and I don't see any way that anything could be a nacho aside from a plate of nachos. Pita chips ain't going to do it. Nothing's going to do it. It needs to be salty corn chips to make a good nacho, and I'm going to miss that. Aside from the chips, basically nothing in nachos is bad. I mean, it's taco meat. It's good stuff. Taco meat,
Even
black beans, stuff like that.
even the chips themselves are not bad for you. You just have to watch how many of them you eat so you can still have nachos.
Do you remember how
Just
tall that
just have
fucking
to
tower of nachos was?
I do.
Who's
I
gonna
do.
stop? It's like a dare, Belle. It was like a dare, and you went chip
I
for
know.
chip with me.
Yeah, and I'm already diabetic and I had to dose for all those.
You see what I mean?
So,
A seeing-eye diabetic. That's what I got. I'm good, man. I got this. I got this wired now. All right. I was concerned about it. Now I don't have to be concerned. I can just.
I mean, you just have to watch how many you eat. You can That's the thing most people don't really understand about elevated glucose levels. You get those under control and you can still eat normal food. It doesn't have to be all keto. Now, keto is nice every now and then, but you can still have a piece of cheesecake. You can still have nachos. You can still do everything you normally do. You just have to make sure you're doing it in moderation.
Yeah, moderation is not really what I do, and
No, that's what I do.
that's what you do. It's not really what I do. Apparently, I'm going to have to learn how. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you sticking with us. Tonight was a self-help kind of thing, so I appreciate you sticking around and listening to me gripe. I'm breaking this tomorrow. I'm done. 5 days is enough. I know Jesus went 7, and you got all these other heroes that'll do 14, 21. Over a month. I ain't that guy, man. I like food too much. And until I can find a substitute for chewing, I'm not really sure what I can do. What about sugar-free gum, Belle? I like to chew gum.
Well, yeah, you can have sugar-free gum.
While I'm on a fast?
I mean, you're not eating it, you're chewing it and swallowing your own saliva. So,
Why wouldn't you have mentioned that 4 days ago? Didn't occur to you, did it?
because there's a lot of details you're missing and a lot of questions haven't been asked yet. So it's a learning curve.
Okay. Find me the sugar-free gum, man. I'll make the next one is going to be a hell of a lot easier. Anyway, guys, appreciate you sticking with me tonight as I whine and cry and bitch. Thank you very much for the questions. I know we went long. I guess we went long. Passage of time is not really relevant to me right now. I'm not even aware of it. That's another part they don't mention is the passage of time, the drip, 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 or the sands in the hourglass. I don't care. It really doesn't matter, man. It's all about feeling right now. It's not about awareness. So that's what I've gotten out of this. Anyway, Belle's going to talk us up. Belle's going to take us out. Appreciate you guys sticking with us tonight. We'll get back to the crypto and the money stuff, man. I needed this one, so I appreciate it. Anyway, Belle, do your thing.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, with that being said, we may be live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll let you know if we are. We are definitely going to be back on Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and the next time we go live, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott at ThePodocasts.com or Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.